Equation of line given 2 points. Question 2. Find equation of line through the points A minus 2, 5 and B 1, 4. So we are going to write equation of line in slope-intercept form, which is y equals to mx plus b. Here m is the slope and b is y-intercept. Okay. Now to have an idea about this line, let's draw a sketch of this. Okay. So that's our coordinate plane, and we'll approximately draw the line on this. So point A is minus 2, 5. That means let's say 1, 2, that is minus 2, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's our point A. And point B is 1 and 4. So we go 1 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's point B, which is 1 and 4. So a line through this will look something like this. So that's the line. So here we have point this, which is minus 2, and that is 5, correct? Let me write 5 on this side. And this is like 4, and this is 4 for us at plus 1, correct? So these are our 2 points, point A and point B, correct? Now slope is rise over run. Now here you will see that if you have to go from point A to B, you need to go 1 unit down and run off how many horizontal units? 1, 2, 3. So rise over run is 1 down. So 1 down means m minus 1. That is 1 down. And run off 3. 1 to this side and 1 on the other side. So that is plus 3, right? Because you're moving right. Therefore, we are expecting a slope of minus 1 over 3. And our y-intercept is somewhere between 4 and 5, which is very difficult to find from the graph, but we can always calculate it, correct? So that is how our line is. And now let's try to figure out exactly what is the equation of this line. Okay. So first we'll try to find what slope is, that is m. So slope, as you know, is rise over run. That means change in y over change in x. So we can write this as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we can take any one of our points as the first point and the second point. So let's A be our first point, right? So in that case, this will be our x1, y1, and that will be our x2, y2, correct? Remember, in an ordered pair like the one given to us, the first coordinate is x coordinate and the second is the y, right? Minus 2 is the x. So horizontally, minus 2, that is x. And y coordinate is 5, vertical. So 5, that is the coordinate, right? 1, 4. The x, you move 1 unit, and that is the y value. Move 4 units up to get to point B. So that is how it is. So now we can solve by placing these values. y2, so we are taking this as a second point. So it is 4, these are my y values, correct? So difference of these values will be 4 minus 5. Divided by x values difference is 1 minus minus 2. And now 4 minus 5 is minus 1, and 1 minus minus becomes plus. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So we get a slope of minus 1 over 3, just as we saw in our sketch, right? So we are on the right track. So y equals to mx plus b. We have found the first component of our equation, which is slope. And now let's find the second component, which is y-intercept. Remember, what is y-intercept normally? Y-intercept is a point where your line crosses y-axis. Okay, so this is my y-axis and that's x-axis. Always x is 0 at that point. Okay, and if I put x equals to 0, I get y equals to b. Correct? So that is another thing which you can observe from here. Anyway, to find y-intercept, we need to first let us write down the equation with the slope. And now the equation becomes y equals to, we know the slope, minus 1 over 3 x plus b. Correct? Now in this equation, we know slope, but we don't know what y-intercept b is. To find b, we can use any one of our points. Let's use point b, which is x value 1, y value 4. So if I put 4 for y and 1 for x, then I can find b, right? So let's do that. 4 equals to minus 1 over 3 and x is 1 plus b. Now from here we can rearrange our equation to calculate b. So we say 4 plus 1 over 3 equals to b, right? So let's make common denominator of 3. So we have 3 as common denominator. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 is b. That is 13 over 3 equals to b. So we get the value of b as 13 over 3. Now we know our slope and the y-intercept. Right. Let's write it down. What do we know? M is minus 1 over 3 for us. And b is equals to 13 over 3. Correct? And since we know, we are writing equation in the form of y equals to mx plus b, which is slope intercept form, we can now write this as y equals to slope of minus 1 over 3, x and b is plus 13 over 3. So that is our equation of the line through the given points. Okay, I hope you understand the process.